The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Callaway, 52 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On first down, Dobbins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 16, Jackson dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second and 15. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
6 yards left on 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, and be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
A 3-yard.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Hey, report. Check.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The wide receiver, the ball.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this down to the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The kicker on 4.
Antonio Callaway, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the twitch. Watch the
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
At the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Let's go now. 79. Shrink that ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to number
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
5-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 8 coming up.
He's checking. Yeah.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to run again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll come. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Again, McFarland.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Saints have extended their lead in that ball game. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Check it out, shoot.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
39-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball. By 52. Watch the run. Shoot. Kill. Hey, turn it.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the option.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Dobbins. Pass. There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
Jackson going to run. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
It leads to second and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Patrick on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.